How should you approach the church? This is obviously an extremely important matter. Like, you can come in and you see in the gospel that there were many who approached Christ, but not all stayed as his disciple. In fact, not all even honored him. There were those who approached him and reviled him. There were those who approached him and mocked him. There were those who approached him, became his disciple, and then betrayed him. There were those who never approached. They were Romans. They had no business with the Jews. Why should we even pay attention to him? Or when when Christ appeared before them, they said, what is truth? Right? So just because Christ comes near us, there's no guarantee that we will be saved or we will embrace him or we will become his disciples. It depends on us. We have to approach him in all humility, love, and reverence. And so it's the same question, because the church is the body of Christ. The church is Christ's presence. It is the continuation of the incarnation. So how should we approach the church? First and foremost, as seekers, there's been many seekers. There will be many seekers. We're at an age of those who seek and yet never seem to find. They're constantly seeking. We have New Age. We have the transhumanists. We have all kinds of movements that have a spiritual dimension to them. Does not mean by any stretch of the imagination that everything spiritual is holy. God forbid that we would believe that. But there are those who discover something spiritual and they run after it without any kind of discernment as to whether this is of God, because there is a demonic realm. And just because you seek after something spiritual does not at all mean you actually are encountering God. So first and foremost, don't make the mistake of seeking after experiences alone. Of course, the experiences we're talking about in the lives of the saints and the Acts of the Apostles are things that the church experiences throughout 2,000 years, and it's something that we all should seek. Like Thomas, to put our hand in the print of the nails. That was a blessed disbelief, because it revealed more clearly the reality of the resurrection. And so that desire to have an experience of the presence of God is a good desire. But first and foremost, we must not seek experiences per se, cut off from the truth. We must seek truth, love truth. And in this day and age of relativism, of the New Age, of the 35,000 Protestant denominations, the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free, not any spiritual experiences per se. All right, so that's the first and foremost. We have to love the truth, as the Lord said, and we will be set free by knowing this truth. And the truth, of course, is Christ himself, but not just as an historical figure, but as an ever-present reality. Christ in our midst, right? Christ in our midst. That's how we live him in the Orthodox Church.